Good to go.
All right, thanks everyone for coming to the Riverpark Neighborhood Council. For the camera, it's April 11th, and we're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. Let me start with roll. I see council members Ilana, Judy, Augustine, and myself are here. Council member Doreen is absent, and council member Kayla is absent. So we're going to start off, once we get into the agenda, the order of things on the item are going to be the state of policing with Chief Whitney, and who's also our acting city manager, and then he's also going to present about the state of the city. What's going to be followed by a beat officer report, our council officer reports, and then we're going to have our neighborhood council elections right at the end of things. But before that, do we have anyone that would like to speak on items not on the agenda? Okay, Michelle Ascension, I think you have something to say.
Good evening, everyone. I'll be very brief because I know you have a very full agenda, and then I also have a couple of other neighborhood council meetings this evening that I want to visit. But I'm the city clerk of the city of Oxnard, and I just wanted to drop in, say hello to you all, and then also leave you with some information about some things to keep you aware of what's going on in the city. First of all, you may have heard we've got a special election coming up on May the 1st. If you have already received your, well, you most likely have already received your voter information guide and your vote by mail ballot if you're a current vote by mail voter. So I would encourage you to participate in that. It's a little different from what we normally see in our November elections because it's a recall ballot which has a different format. Instead of electing the top two, you're going to undertake a two-part process where you're answering yes or no to the recall question, and then you're choosing a successful candidate if the recall goes through. So that's explained in this frequently asked questions brochure that I'll leave here with you all. And then I also wanted to let you know of our notice of vacancies in the citizen advisory groups. The city of Oxnard has about 10 to 12 or so commissions, advisory commissions to the city council, covering all kinds of different topics of interest, including homelessness, community relations, cultural arts, library board, mobile homes, and senior services. So normally, these commission positions are filled every 2 years. We've had some unexpected vacancies, everything from people moving away to illnesses to, for whatever reason, they're unable to continue to serve. So for most of these positions, the term will be through the end of December of this year, but for one of them, the Mobile Home Park Rent Review Board, that one goes until November 30th of 2020. So I have the notice of vacancies here that has some brief descriptions of the commissions, and then also a few applications if you're interested or if you know somebody who might be interested. You can mail it to me, you can scan it and email it to me, whatever's easiest for you. You can drop it off at the City Hall office on 300 West 3rd Street. And I've got a phone number on here in case you have any questions, and feel free to contact us anytime. So thank you very much for your time. I apologize again for leaving, but have a good night.
All right, is there anyone else who would like to say anything that's not on the agenda? Okay, hearing none, we're actually going to flip it and have the beat officer report up front and then go to Chief Whitney.
Hey guys, again, Senior Officer Collett, the Oxnard Police Department. I'm your beat coordinator, your district coordinator up here. We're just going to give you kind of a quick snapshot of what's been going on the last 60 days up here. I'm not going to steal the Chief's thunder, but I want to give you guys an update on what's going on in the neighborhood. This is the North District, all right? If you guys are Game of Thrones fans, this is House Stark up here. We got beat 11, beat 12, beat 14, this is actually beat 14, and this is where I'm the district coordinator up here. So here's some of our phone numbers and contact lists in case you guys want to jot that down. Our commander is Commander Lewis MacArthur. He's available all the time. Shoot him a text. These are all of our cell phones. Let us know. Our sergeants, Jeffrey McGreedy, Mike Moroska handles all of District 1. Riverpark coordinator is myself. B14 is Officer Joe Bentley. The B11 coordinator is Officer Megan Toby, and then 12 is Officer Dave Castillo. So again, these are all of our cell phones. Shoot us a text, call us, leave us a voicemail. We will get back to you as soon as possible. We want you guys to know we're accessible to you guys at all times, okay? I'll leave that up there for you. All right, so here's some of our expectations that we want to share with you guys as part of the neighborhood policing team. These are the expectations that our supervisors are looking at us. Familiarity with the day-to-day problems within the district and beat. And the only way we're going to be familiar with that is by contacting you guys, getting your guys' input, what's going on in your neighborhoods. Knowing people, location, and victims. Knowing the people, knowing why these problems are occurring, or the nature of these problems in certain locations, we're able to better combat those, specifically to each individual neighborhood. Be an active participant and be proactive. We want to be proactive. We want to use our tools and our resources and new methods to help reduce these problems so that they're not problem locations throughout our city to better service you guys. And then we want to partner with you guys, the community and businesses, to help solve these problems together, because we're all part of the community. The Oxnard Police Department is here to serve you guys. We are members of your community. We want to help each other with the ultimate goal of reducing the crime and reducing the problems in the neighborhood. Because a lot of times, sometimes the problems in the neighborhood aren't crime specific. They might be more problems that we can also help address using resources, TSAs, code compliance, and so on. And then we want to respond to those problems using all available resources. We want to work with the stakeholders and methods available. So we have an emphasis on crime reduction, community engagement. That's one of our top priorities that the chief's going to talk about. I won't steal his thunder. We want to improve traffic safety, which we're doing up here. We want to reduce and eliminate repeat calls for service, because those are the problems that you guys are seeing happen and are calling on. We want to use a problem solving at the neighborhood level. Each neighborhood is specific, and it has a specific wants, needs, and its own community. So I need to be in touch with you guys to help address your guys' needs the best for up here. We want to strengthen the community and partnerships. Again, we are members of the community just like you guys. We are here to serve you. We are one and the same. Okay? We want to partner with you guys to help address these problems so that we can handle it together. And then we want to build relationships and partners with businesses in the community. For example, the collection. The stronger the collection is going to be, the stronger we're going to be as a neighborhood up here at Riverpark. So here's our our traffic officers up here. Again, Officer Mike Wood. Here's his cell phone number up here. He's very responsive. If any of you guys have met Officer Wood, he's a great conversation holder. Give him a call. I'm sure you'll be on the phone with him for 10-15 minutes, and you can talk to him. And then we have Officer Manny Perez. So again, this is our Riverpark District Coordinators, aka B14. I'm sorry, I'll go back to that. Officer Masonis, he is specifically up here with me. He is our officer that's up here. I don't know, he's been up here for several years. This is his cell phone number as well. So I just want to give you guys a snapshot of the last 60 days real quick. Here is thefts, shoplifting, vehicle thefts, and burglaries. As you guys can see, a lot of our concentration is up here in the collection, but we also have a lot of these are thefts from vehicles, window smashes, vandalism. It hasn't risen, but it's remained constant. We've had a couple, about 30 days where it's been reduced, but it's the same problems, it's the same issues as leaving your car unlocked, valuables in the car, leaving your garage open and unlocked, leaving valuables in the garage. It's all preventative stuff that can happen. We're also working with loss prevention at Target, Ulta, and Victoria's Secret, who have seen theft rings, and we actually made significant arrests. Last month, you might have seen the Sheriff's Department arrest a theft ring from Victoria's Secret from the Thousand Oaks area, and then we also arrested some frequent shoplifters from Ulta earlier this month. That'll help reduce some of those things. When it comes to Target, it's just a crime of opportunity. It's not really a pattern up there. It's just people going to Target and doing the petty shoplifting up there. Here's some of our traffic issues. Don't be alarmed. Probably 90% of these are citations and officer-initiated traffic stops. So the reason why I put this up there is because I wanted you guys to see that officers are initiating traffic stops throughout the entire neighborhood up here, and we are enforcing the traffic, the roundabout circles, which are the roundabouts, which we'll talk about in a minute, So these are all officer initiated. Some of the collisions, some recovered stolen vehicles, and I think sprinkled in there 1 or 2 stolen vehicles in the last 60 days. And then here's shots fired, assaults, domestics, robberies, weapons offenses, drugs. We only had 4 assaults, and those were batteries. We had 2 brandishings that are up there. The rest are either domestic disturbance calls or I'm sorry, they are almost all domestic disturbance calls. So just general that you would see from a regular residential. So here's some ongoing issues in Riverpark. Juveniles disturbing at the collection and Esplanade on Friday nights, including car clubs. We've helped eliminate the car clubs at the Esplanade and working with PSC, reducing the amount of juveniles out there skateboarding on the sidewalks up there. And we have also increased bike patrols, which you guys will see even more now. We're going to be sending more units out on bike patrols, bicycle, as well as motor officers that are going to be out here Thursday, Fridays, and Saturday nights. During 6 at night to 12 to midnight to help with these traffic concerns that you guys have. Skateboarders disturbing target parking, and then we issue, these are some of the citations that we're able to issue. Riverpark ongoing issues, apartment complexes, the Serenade, the Mosaics, the Tempo, the Sonata, the Paso del Rio, again, sporadic auto burglaries, thefts from vehicles that we've had, and again, most of these are preventable, leaving valuables in the car, leaving the car unlocked or the window down. Officer Bentley and I conduct walkthroughs all the time, and we see vehicles left unattended, doors open all the time. So it's just educating. And the way we educate is we do flyer sweeps and we pass out flyers. So if you guys see flyers on your car, it's just literature on how to prevent these things. Educate your neighbors. Just let them know, hey, take it, lock it, keep it. And then the collections, the main focus are the parking lot parallel to the freeway, thefts from, again, unlocked vehicles, identity thefts, purchase snatches, target shoplifting, and then the Alta Victoria's Secret. Here's some of the traffic concerns we have up there, which we are targeting, and we will be continuing to target. I'm sure it's nothing new to you guys, but we are on it. And as like I said before, the reason why I showed you the traffic slide is to let you know we are up there. So, any questions? Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, thank you.
My name is Peter Godinez. 2 things on the skateboarding, I have a passion for youth and things like that. And oftentimes what's disturbing is sometimes we may hit these folks. Is there things that we should do in the process? Should we call you? Obviously, we don't want to address these adolescents by themselves. What would you suggest?
The skateboarding and the collection, I would rely on contacting PSC, which is a security company up there.
Okay.
They're kind of our first level of security. They're able to eventually, if it gets to the point, they can issue stay-away orders, so that when they give them stay-away order, now we can arrest them for trespassing. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does.
So we kind of utilize them, and it's educating the juveniles. Hey, there's no skateboarding here, and we continue to educate them so that we are being compassionate with them,
yes,
and being able to educate them so that they're able to educate their friends, as well as using security. Security's out there. It's a force multiplier. You can see the cars around there all the time, whereas we only have 2, 3 officers up here. So I would say contact us. We work hand in hand with PSC. We have a great relationship with them, and if we see it, we get out there. They are out there on bicycles, and we're able to nip it in the butt right away.
Well, I'm glad you used the word compassion, because we have a lot of compassion, and one of the things I wonder is when you come down in the Target elevator, there are people selling candy, and it's the way they do it. They put it right in front of the shopping cart thing, and sometimes I wonder, is that the right to do that? What's the protocol again? These are young individuals trying to do something good, and just wondering, as citizens of this area.
It's a case-by-case basis. I haven't heard much complaints. We will talk to Target about them if we do get a complaint, and try to see how they want to proceed with it again. Using the compassion, using ulterior methods, because, as the Oxnard Police Department, we want to be able to back up what we say. And we also want to work with them if they are kids selling their stuff. Hey, how can we make it better for everybody? Not only for the consumers going to Target, but also for them trying to, Girl Scouts or for the school or whoever.
Understood. And this is my last question, I promise.
Yes, sir.
Tonight. I went on a police ride along, and I learned so much, and I don't know if we should be promoting that, because you want to have lines, and I want to go too. But I learned just so much, and I guess my question is, you always ask us, what can we do for you? But it's like, the question is, what can we do for, Chief Police Scott? We need you, we appreciate you, but the feedback is to, how can we help,
I'll let the chief address that when he does that, but I would say just on ours, engage in conversation with us. Tell us what's on your mind. Come and talk to us so we can talk. A lot of times the only interactions people have with law enforcement is on a traffic stop, is during an enforcement action. I will try to walk around the collection. I try to walk around the neighborhoods all the time and just engage with the community in a non-law enforcement related topics. So that's all it is, just engage with us. We do coffee with the cop a lot. We have a lot of community engagement events. We want to engage with you guys. We want to talk to you guys on a one-on-one basis. We want to hear your concerns. And again, maybe we're able to educate you guys, and maybe you can kind of see where we're coming from. So it's just that hand in hand.
Is there a way we can get your figurine like you did Scott's over at Target? I think that would really nice.
That's the chief right there. I want to see what he does. Yes, ma'am.
So it's come up on our Facebook page quite a bit, that there's been some drug paraphernalia and things like that down. What is the protocol for that? Do we just pick it up and throw it away? Do we contact you guys?
I would say always contact us.
Right.
I saw that on the Facebook page, and I contacted our homeless liaison officer, who's usually
I know, I actually
alcohol,
found
hypodermic needles, those types of things generally are with our transient population.
I actually
And then
found
they're
something
able to.
outside my house, and I didn't even think about it, we just threw it away, and then,
However you need fit, again, if you call us, we will respond again, whether we're using code compliance. We have the personal protective equipment that is able to deal with that kind of stuff, but definitely give us a call and we'll be out there. Again, I think somebody had called us before. Our call for service sits on the priority, so don't get frustrated with us. We will be out there and we'll be addressing, the concerns you have. Yes.
How do I get a stop sign on that corner that's your problem on it?
It goes with surveying. We can talk to Officer Mike Wood, who can
I think we
try
brought it
to.
up before, but the city doesn't own the street yet, so I don't know how we go about that, but it's very dangerous.
We'll talk to Officer Mike Wood about that. He's got his finger on the pulse of things. Yes, sir.
I just have a quick question about the role of the substation at the collection. Is there specific hours, and also, is that a place where we can go in and voice concerns about our community, or is that strictly?
It's a substation for everybody, for anything. I work out of that station along with Officer Joe Bentley. We work Tuesday through Friday. I usually work from 8 in the morning to 6 at night Tuesdays. Wednesday, I'm part of our collateral SWAT team, so it's generally a training day. If I'm working Riverpark, it'll be from 8 to 6 again. And then Officer Bentley and I, on Thursdays and Fridays, we work from 1 in the afternoon to 11 o'clock at night. Those are the hours we work, but on the weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, we staff a CSO in there from 7 in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We do that because on weekends, generally people are walking around and they want a serviceable storefront. So we're able there. If you see an officer in there, we're open for service. Doesn't matter if it's midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, come on in. If we're in there, generally we'll turn the doors on. If they're not off, just knock. We'll come on out and talk to you guys.
But it's fine to have this community.
100%, that's why we're here.
For this community over there, right? Okay, thank you.
Cool. Sorry.